Welcome to Bridgeport Stadium in Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to the James Madison Dukes. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs. The Mustangs will kick it away to start. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Dukes offense will get the ball first. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, it's O'Neal. Throws to the wideout. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Dukes will punt this one away. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. So SMU's offense will get the ball for the first time. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this
breaks away on the left. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. Spins away from the defender. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there, and just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on a hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a 1st down.
He'll ride his man on the option. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Just threw that one way too far.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Splits the uprights, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Finds his man, it's Williams. Still on his feet at the 45. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass, it's O'Neal. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Bringing the heat. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Mustangs send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Mayo. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Quickly out to the tight end. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sanford. At the 40, there he goes. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Quick strike complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Might be calling a hot route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snags it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's called it.
They're trying to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, James Madison.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Mountain West this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Oregon State overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Beavers tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral neutral field. Well done. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the Mountain West, and that certainly held true again today.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. From the gun, to give, looking for room.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll run play action. He's going for it all. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Mustangs with the 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. And the Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the 2nd level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. A really short kick, but you've got to have that angle just right. The field goal is no good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead.
That's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback...
Trying to beat the D deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Cooper. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
I love that play call. And quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Keeps it on the bootleg. Using the quick game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this 3rd down? Back to pass, it's Reed. Zings it complete to the right. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Touchdown, SMU! Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Might be looking to run. On the run, deep down the right side. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Dropping back, it's Reed. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Knight. Quick step and go. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Man, you could almost feel the quarterback's eyes getting big on that completion. I don't think even he could believe how wide open his target was. He knew, man, if I just get this to him accurately, something really good is going to happen. That's exactly what transpired. Nice throw, nice catch, nice play.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Give to the running back. Can't get him to the ground. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Handoff to the lone back. Nice move to keep running. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Softened him up with a run and now to throw. Back swinging for the goal line. Touchdown Mustangs! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start off offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. Still looking, on the move. He throws into the middle of the field. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves a great broadcast so far today in Harrisonburg. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's head back to the guys at Bridgeforth Stadium.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Gonna sling it on second down. Makes the grab. It's Williams. Flying down the left side. Past the 20. Touchdown, SMU. Once he got some room, it was over. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Looking for a man. It's O'Neal. Extending the play. He's going to run it. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
To the air on first down. Buying some time. Blasted as he lets it go. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. And the Dukes will hustle to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Wants to throw on first down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Wants to throw again. Makes the pass. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He'll try to take it back. Inside the 30. Past the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Mustangs. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
James Madison, 7.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Wants to throw. It's O'Neal. Here comes the heat. A strike downfield. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this.
Unloads it downfield. He's got another 25. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the third quarter and get it back with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It will be fourth down. The Mustangs decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Got it inside the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house him. Touchdown, James Madison.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hands. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Off play action on first down. And wings it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first.
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Creates a little room.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
He'll keep it himself. Running to Green. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mustangs have their offense in high gear. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got him. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throw.
And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that touchdown nullified by the penalty in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Defense in press coverage. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Picked off. What a play by this defense. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. Moves away as he feels pressure. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top. Stepping to the right. They get to him as he throws.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again.
Defense is asleep.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The short hands, it's gone. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. But a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. They go back to work in the final period of this one. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Reed. Got his man on the right. There he goes. Touchdown, SMU. And they take it in for 6 more points. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. He wants to change this route. He'll start this drive going to the air. He's got it. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. The Dukes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down. Offense in an empty set. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Quarterback now on the run. Still looking. Going back to the well. Another deep ball. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to throw, it's Reed. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2.
Lets it fly. Caught at the 25. Touchdown, Dukes. And they add 6 more in the morning with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner will be knocked down. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Push it ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high.
Breaks into the open. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Baylor is getting its clock cleaned today, and that crowd was chanting "sick 'em" in the pregame. They're saying some other things right now. They're trailing by 14 to BYU. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air, it's O'Neal. Fires to the right. It's complete. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving.
And he throws another interception.